live? Are we live? Hey, what's up, you guys? Hope everyone is doing well. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up that my laptop is out of commission. I do not have a computer to edit videos with. I have a couple of videos worth that where I shot everything, but I cannot edit and post videos right now. So I'm trying to get it fixed. It's happening all at the worst time with a lot of employees at Apple being away on vacation and stuff like that, but I'm trying to do my best. And I have this figure right here, which should be available on Thursday via Whatnot. Now, I've already made myself a customized Spidey right over here. And you guys may or may not remember that we are giving away a HasLab Galactus this Thursday, the 29th, 6 p.m. on Whatnot. And I'll have this available after I paint it, available on Whatnot, starting at $1. So $1 auction. One difference between these two after I'm done painting this is that this has the toe articulation. This one will not have the toe articulation. But I've already modded the butterfly joints that you can see right here. And, oh, gotta shove that in. And you can see that they move in and out a little bit more fluid than this, well, than the original version. So I made this mod on here, and you get more butterfly joint action right over here than you did on the previous version. I removed them by the shoulder and cut off the mushroom tops for both of them. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the head and remove the hands, just because I don't want to get any paint on things that I really don't want to have paint on. It'd be a really bad thing to get some paint on the face of Spider-Man. So what I need to do first at this point is, and I know, I'm still an amateur customizer, but I'm trying my best, or trying to be, an intermediate level customizer, but I'm a beginner, constant beginner. But I noticed that some guys will not touch the figures with their bare hands, about oils and stuff like that. I'm not that worried about it. I think this came out looking pretty awesome. I'm happy with it. So if it comes out anything like that, I think that'll be cool. All right, let's see if I can read the chat a little bit. It's hard. Hello, Derek and Steph. How are you? And Shartimus, Panda T. Hello, Russ. Hi, I love your content and hope you have a great day. Thank you, Joking Lime. And Darth Choco Crispy. Hi there. How's the painting going? Well, we're about to get started right here. Just want to say hi to the chat. And we're going to mix some paint out of my bowl right here. Excuse the sniffles. I have my Black Panther cape that I've been painting for a White Wolf custom. So I've been working on that just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and use our Testors acrylic paints, which are out of production. These are not, what was the other, shoot, off the top of my head. Ooh, what's happening with my nose? Getting like a sniffly reaction here. Sorry. Enamel. It's not enamel paint. Little Mila, this has been chilling off camera.
Daddy, I got 2 cuts.
You got 2 cuts? No.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, we're gonna mix some paint. Ask Mommy for a band-aid. Here, she's playing with the slime. She has 2 little cuts on her fingers. So let's start with the white paint here. Get a little. Good job, Russ. Good job, Russ. You dodo. All right. So, get some white paint here. And then, actually, I may want to put just a little bit more just in case if I waste it. This stuff goes a long way. I've had it for quite some time. There's the product if you want to see what I'm using for that. And then I'm also I bought these online. These are a gloss finish paint, but I prefer them to be matte, but I guess they're just out of matte. So I'm going to go ahead and get my, or here I could show you the label of this too, if you'd like to see, if I could show you properly. I remember where my camera is. Get an idea right there. See what I'm using? And then these are the brushes I like to use. This is the big one, which I'm not going to use right now, but I keep the tags on there. And I have these finer brushes right here. And then these are like the ones I'm going to be using mostly, which I do use most of the time. You can see how fuzzy they've gotten. That's not a good way to show it. Maybe the spider, you can see how fuzzy the brushes have gotten. So let's go with, let's start with this one. Mix stuff up here a little bit. So let's get, or actually, I'm going to use the other one. That one has a little bit more blue staining in it. So I think I've used that one a little bit more. And it's just a matter of me finding the right color blue. So we're just going to mix. And I hope, like, you know, any legit customizers watching any of this, if you cringe at my methods, I don't blame you at all whatsoever. I actually, and you know, we don't have any toothpicks, do we? A toothpick would be really helpful. Actually, mix it up with the toothpick instead of using all the bristles. But this is way too light. Like this color blue is just way lighter than I'd like it to be. Let's do a little dunk. Yeah, we don't have toothpicks, do we, Nina? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was asking your mom for toothpicks.
Well, this slime will make fart sounds.
Oh, that slime will make fart sounds?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's okay. Well, that's kind of like a toothpick.
Daddy.
Yeah, let me. I need to get this brush into some water really quick. This is way too much paint on the brush. I need a little piece of plastic or pointy plastic. Let's see here. Yeah, I need a mix of paint. I don't like using my brush like how I just did. Not the best method at all. Don't recommend you guys mix your paint with the brush. You want to?
Paper clip work?
Yes, that would be perfect. Okay, ask mommy for some water.
And I'm hungry.
You just ate.
I'm sure one of these non-pen things can work too.
Yeah, non-pen. It needs to be.
I want to make another magic.
It's gotta be pointy. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Ooh, it's all rusted and nasty though. Oh, here you go. All right.
You want some grapes, Nina?
Yeah.
There we go.
These are pretty good.
All right. So now we can mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 mix. Yeah. Get a little bit more white paint mixed in there. I'm gonna like dab a bit of blue. It needs like a lot more blue. There we go. There we go. I'm starting to get the color I want. It's starting to look closer to this color right here. It's coming along. Coming along. You want to make sure you have enough so that you can get the whole thing painted. One thing that I hate that happens is when you mix a color and then you don't have enough of that paint to color the whole thing. Oh, I can always add more white paint. It's okay. This is starting to look pretty good. Now, I do have some imperfections on the Spidey that I'm keeping for my collection, or the one that I keep around. I actually don't put it on display or anything like that, but I could test it on this figure. That is just way more white paint than I need. I need a lot more blue paint there. Hope everybody had a good holiday. Merry Christmas and all that. We had quite a few. And my kids had the times of their lives. It was amazing. These kids are so happy, which makes me happy. So, good stuff. All right. Oh gosh, that's looking good. I think that's a pretty good looking blue color. Still way lighter though. I think this recipe, this mixture, it has way too much white in it. Yeah, it's like, pardon me for the sniffles. I just started doing that just for the live stream, just for you guys, just so you could hear that. So you're welcome. Let's see, we're gonna get a little bit of this runoff here, and mix it around. I'm gonna wipe that down before that paint dries off over here. Don't want that sitting around the edge. That's how you get the lids all stuck. So I think that's going to be a good amount of blue right there. And God, that still feels like it's not enough. Might be kind of neat to see though. Okay, let's test it out. That is still too bright of a color. That color is still way too bright for what the Spider-Man blue is that I'm looking for. What I'm going to do is actually pour a little bit more blue just towards one side and then kind of mix it a little bit as I go. So I'm just going to do a couple of drops here. Okay. Oh. Hang on a second. Sorry, it's hard to keep an eye on the chat and on the figures at the same time. So, if I could, hey Nina, if I could borrow your iPad,
Yeah.
that'd be cool if I could just like look straight in front of me and then I could see what the chat is saying because I have no idea what's going on with the chat. This way I could keep the camera down like this and then I could just have the...
The only thing is my iPad's at 30%, so it'll work for a while.
Okay.
Maybe it will show, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that in the way? I don't want to... Is that wet or anything?
No. This is fine.
Let me go get it. Where did I set it down?
Okay, let's see how this looks with like just this part right here where it's pretty rich in blue. God, it feels like it's still too light.
Okay, where do you need to go? It's only 15%.
Ooh. To my live stream, the ShartimusPrime on YouTube. Ever heard of him? I hear he's amazing. No. So he says.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of that guy? Oh man. We live under a rock. Ordered myself the first appearance of Spider-Man. I'm so hyped, says Captain Smite. SPN Motion says, yo. Oh, Hank Hill says, yo, ShartimusPrime, what are you working on? I am trying to paint this first appearance Spider-Man to look like this first appearance Spider-Man. So I'm trying to get the blue color to match this figure. And it's hard to tell. It's hard. It's a little bit harder than you initially think because the color darkens up with the dark plastic underneath it. So I got to give it a little test here just to see what's going on. I'm going to test it on this figure instead of the new one. So let's try butt cheek here. That does not sound right, does it? Yeah, that's a little, that's too light. Yeah, that's too light. Too light. Too light.
Do you want the pop out chat that's really big, or do you want
Sure.
to
Sure.
You can't see the video at the same time. I noticed. It's just chat.
Whichever one you think is going to be pop out chat sounds good. I guess I could see, I could just look up here if I wanted to check on what I'm doing. But yeah, this color is way too bright. I gotta make the blue way darker. Way too much white paint. Oh, that's perfect.
Live, and then pop out would not show that video.
Thank you. All right. Hey, that actually looks pretty good.
And I put it on live chat, so it should be in.
Is it gonna scroll up on its own?
Yeah, it should be.
Let's see if you could plug it into the wall from there, though. That's the only problem. Nah, that was fine the way you had it. Thank you. All right. So
yeah, that is. It's only 14% now. I don't have a cord long enough.
Extension.
An extension cord.
No. I should get the gloves on. That's so much paint on my hands already. So much paint on my hands. It might get darker as it dries. Nah, it's not going to be like, not enough for it to look the way I want it to. I mean, I'm sure the tone will change a little bit, but like I just cannot seem to get this thing as dark as I want it to. It's just started on the wrong end of it. It's more like it needs just a touch of white with the color of this blue that it naturally has. You know what I mean? So let's try this.
Do you have a power bank?
Not one with like I think enough juice in it to do what we need.
Yeah, I think my mom used mine up when she was here. And now I don't know where it is now too.
Risky just dunking right in. Try to get that right color blue. It's tricky, man. It's tricky replicating the color that you want. And I have to keep dunking this thing in here. It's a little bit closer. It's a little bit closer. Oh, so much. No, it's dripping. No. Right. Wish I could use this, the spillover.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I need. All right, let's get this brush back in the water before it's too late for it. It's gotta watch how long you let the paint set on the brushes. That's one thing I do know. And use this paper clip right here.
Best I can do is charge this up, and when you need it, try it out.
All right, you have the cord ready for it? Thank you.
The cord's already plugged into it.
Awesome, thank you. There we go. It's looking pretty good. All right. Just a little bit more, I feel like. That was way more than I wanted to. So just a little. Hey, I think we got what I really wanted, though.
Dad,
Yeah, that's a cool color. I like that color blue. Oh, that's so cute, sweetie.
Did I got this?
Yeah. All right, I think that's the color that's gonna work. Says was an art major. Are you or are you not, Timothy? All right, let's see how it goes. Let's paint over that light colored butt cheek section.
But
And yeah, it's a bit of a lighter blue color than what we had before. A little bit lighter. But yeah, there we go. It's actually blending in okay. If I use less of it on the actual figure, this will be pretty good. Oops. There we go. Gotta take that right off. More of that darker blue color. You don't want to have too much paint on it. It's kind of like a dry brushing technique that I'm trying to do here more than anything. So if I get too heavy handed, I don't get that cool Toy Biz look that I'm after. That's kind of cool. That looks about right. It looks a bit brighter. May need to add more blue paint, but it's closer. Still need just a little bit more blue paint to get what I want here. It's kind of blending in. She's just in the bathroom, sweetie. Hang on. Hope everyone had a good holiday. And Chocolate Chunk Productions. Use some black. You know what? It's not a bad idea. God, but you know what? It's so close to the exact tone that I want. All right, let's just use a dab. Just a little touch of black. Shoot, I may have even done that last time I was working on this thing. I don't remember all the stuff that I do all the time. All right. Oh, Miguel is kind of telling me to put the brakes on it. All right, Miguel, I'm going to take your word for it because I felt like adding a little bit more blue anyway. So I felt like this is the direction I wanted to go right now anyhow. So I'm going to take Miguel's advice. I can pick up some of this with the brush, salvage a little bit instead of throwing it all away, you know? Yeah, this is the color I wanted. Just a bit more blue in there. Yeah, that's looking better. That's looking better. Okay, cool. Let's go with this right here. See how that goes. All right. I think I just did that to the water a minute ago, but we're going to get started on this Spider-Man finally. All right, everybody ready? Let's do it. I'm going to start with the thigh over here and dab so it's not too wet. And dab because it still feels like it's just a little bit too much paint on there. There we go. There we go. We want like a nice dry brushed texture going on here with the figure, moving in the direction of the muscles. And thanks to whoever gave me the idea of doing this custom live stream. If you're enjoying it, you have that person to really thank, because I didn't originally come up with the idea to do this as a live stream at first. Somebody else threw the idea out there. I don't remember exactly who it was, but I just want to let the public know that this is an unoriginal idea. But I think it's a very good idea nonetheless. And I hope you guys are all having a good time watching me paint this figure. Trying to go with the directions of the muscles. That's my objective here, is trying to kind of highlight like a little bit more paint on the top of the muscles, maybe a little bit less paint on the in the creases of the muscles, you know? I want the focus to be like highlighting the parts that stick out to the light a little bit more. And I think it's looking pretty good so far. I like the color choice. What do you all think? What do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think? I could read the chat right in front of me for the most. You could put a top coat on it. I'm not going to do that, bro. I'm going for what that is. A top coat's going to change the whole idea of me doing this, because I will not get that Toy Biz effect with a top coat, because that means that I would have to put a dark undercoat, leading me right back to where I was in the first place. So why do that? I could just paint over the dark blue and get the effect that I want without having to do all that work that is not necessary for the effect I need, or the effect that I desire. That's the point. Now, if you wanted something solid blue all the way through, I guess, yeah, give it a top coat first, and then you want the whole thing to be solid blue. Why not? Yeah, that makes sense. But for this particular plan of attack, is not what I want. Try to take out the arms and legs so it's easier for you. No, I will not. I thought of that already, and I don't want to be plugging stuff in after I've been no suggestions, okay, you guys? No more suggestions. We're past that part. I needed help with mixing the paint, but as of right now, unsolicited advice can stay over there, because I'm pretty much trying to replicate a specific look with what I already did. So it's one of those things where I'm choosing to block out the suggestions so I can get this outcome. You see what I mean? If I take your suggestions, it's going to take us away from this outcome. And Miguel helped me almost. I almost took a suggestion, and luckily Miguel helped stop me from taking that suggestion, and I'm back on track of doing what I wanted to do, which is replicate the look of the figure that we have right here. That's what we're going for. That's the goal, is to redo that. I should get him into a better pose. It's kind of sad to have him posed like that. So I'm not, saying no thanks to the suggestions, but just because I know best or anything like that, which I know I don't know best, but for the particular look I want, it's not in the interest of the look that I'm going for with this particular custom. Does that make sense? I know I could sound rude sometimes without trying, and I'm really not trying to sound rude. But I guess, people tend to want to just share their thoughts if they think they have tips, which is fine, which is cool. But you get what I'm saying now. It all makes sense, doesn't it? Oh my goodness, it's looking good. I'm liking how it's looking right now. Yeah, real good. Okay. Oh, that kneecap is not looking so good. Aha. And I was painting a section and then walked away from it too soon. So now I just got like this lonely area right here. It needs love. Got to do some custom paint streams. Go for it, Star Marvel 76, who was not born in 1976. Or was he? Will we really ever know? We can make assumptions about what year he was born in, but we don't really know. Or maybe we do know. Because like the username says 76 in it, so it's probably born in 76. Okay. Now, other customs, I have ripped off all the parts, Even with this one, I just took off, a couple of the parts just so I don't accidentally. I have questions. Do you do stop motion? Yes, I do stop motion. Those are those big time letdown Spider-Man clips. Those are my stop motion animation segments. That is me doing stop motion or trying to do stop motion, depending on your point of view. Mila, joya, Mila, la gran joya. She's the baby of the family, so she's always the whining. That's the voice of whining that we hear throughout the house more than anybody. He's the youngest one. Go figure. Getting inside the joints. I do want to get inside the joints for the record. I wish I had some royalty-free music in the background like Jobby the Hong. I don't have access to that kind of technology. I just don't have the brains for it, man. It's not that the technology isn't available to me. I don't have the mental capacity to be like, dang, how do I get some chill tunes on here? Royalty free chill tunes. Maybe yeah, I don't know. Wow. I'm liking how this is looking better than, kind of liking this a little bit more than the one I already have. You can see it. Oh, yeah. That looks pretty cool to me. Oh, too much paint. You sloppy man. How. So, um, I hope you guys got cool figures for Christmas. I got one action figure for Christmas, and I have a feeling I'm getting a second one from my sister-in-law. I have a feeling though, it's just a feeling. But so far, the one Christmas gift that is an action figure that I got was Better Ray Bill from Diamond Select Toys, and I was so stoked to get it. It's an awesome figure. It's still on display for the moment in the living room. And unfortunately, I can't record a review right now because my computer. Aha, switch brushes. Here we go. Let's get the fine brush out here and a little dippy dip, 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 and get some of these parts that are a little bit closer to the red portions without painting the red portions, you knucklehead. There we go. Kind of smeared it. Damn it. Kind of made it better. There we go. There we go. Needed the help with the tiny little brush here. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, to the other leg. Onward to the other leg. This brush has been beat up quite a bit. Getting that paint just spread around so that I don't have any parts of it kind of globbing. Lord Ematron, how are you doing, sweetie?
Hi. I just needed to find the.
Tell everybody on the internet, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Did you have a good Christmas, sweetie?
Yesy.
Yesy. I like the sound of that. It sounds like a happy 5-year-old.
Wow. I'm looking for my little. I'm looking for my wand for the magic mixing. Have you seen it anywhere?
I have not. Did you ask your mom?
Sure.
That is my number one dad phrase. Either did you ask your mom or go ask your mom. That is how I parent. Oh my God, that's such a good look for the live stream, right? Hey, dads, you hear me though, right? Huh? Fellow dads, you know what I'm talking. You feel me though, don't you? Especially when dad does on a live stream. Ask your mom. Ask your mom. Oh, I have to make sure I get underneath those cheeks over there too, because this is being covered up. And you guys could see everything okay, right? Like I'm looking at this live stream through my wife's laptop, and it looks pretty good over there. Merry Christmas, Mr. Joe Capone. Merry Christmas. What up, Fluffy? Big fan. I'm a big fan. Very funny comedian. Thank you for watching. Latino solidarity right there. Got Fluffy on the channel. I was actually watching one of his stand-ups recently, and I thought he was funny. All right, got that joint painted, but not that one. I mean, there's so much. God, this is actually looking really smooth, no? And I know, Feliz Navidad, Pecador. Hey, what's up, Tonkatsu? Soreen Mason. Merry Christmas. I love your collection. Thank you. I love my collection too. Thanks. Ooh, too much paint. Too much paint. Too. But I have the Diamond Select Better Ray bill, and I already have. So I just got the Diamond Select Better Ray bill. I already have the Red Hulk from Diamond Select, and I have my Vision in the pile of loot at BBTS. Ooh, put too much blue paint over here. Got to wipe some of that away. So I have all the new Marvel DST stuff coming to me in some shape or form, or I'll have reviews of them coming to you at some point in the near future, for sure. Scrub that brush. Got a little messed up over here on that calf. I overdid it on the paint, and then I had to smear away a whole bunch. So I'll have to wait for that calf to dry and come back to it later. As soon as I get my laptop fixed, one thing I wanted to do is get some backstory and bio stuff fleshed out for my my Street Humans site. So stay tuned for some of that coming up in the future. Street Humans is not dead. It's just a slow crawl. That's all. But I definitely want to have like some more info out there about the lore behind Street Humans, because I'm seizing the opportunity to try to write something that I think is special. Street Humans have a very different perspective on human beings than we do. Obviously, because they're aliens. So I want that. Kind of want to get that out there and kind of like just at least get it out there publicly, so I could have it like for the record. This is what I am imagining for this world building I have in mind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Just in case anything ever happens to me, who knows, right? Like, hey, at least you wrote out what you wanted the story to be. Like, let's say, worst case scenario, the damn things just never see the light of day. Like, if they never see the light of day, at least I could update that website and get the story behind it out there, so that at least sees the light of day. And I could at least share the story that I want to share in some kind of way. Not the ideal way, but at least some kind of way of at least having like a bio, an explanation and history of the planet that they come from, getting into the conflict that they have over there. It's actually conflicts. They have more than one conflict going on, and just trying to make a story that's not as typical, not or just try to tell a unique story, because they come from another planet, but like there's specifics about their planet that is based off of real science. Like for instance, they're shapeshifters, and they don't just shapeshift for the sake of shapeshifting. They shapeshift as part of their survival on their home planet. And their planet, the way I have this written out is that their planet, has different conditions than ours that make their planet much more seasonal and forces them to adapt quickly in a way that we don't have to on this planet. So they basically evolved to be able to be shapeshifters, more so than it just being like a random gift that they just have for being aliens. Like there's a purpose. Those shape-shifting abilities, there's a purpose behind them instead of it just being there for the sake of having them, And I want to share some of those ideas. Their perspective on the human race is different. So because they have the shape-shifting ability, like they recognize human beings as human beings, but the whole concept of the different races that we have, like they don't notice that. Like they can't see it. It's like it's akin to like when you see a flock of, oh my god, what the hell did I just do to the foot? Oh no. Oh, emergency, 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 emergency. No, I have never done this before. Straight up dunked Spidey's foot in the blue ink. Ah, no. All right, it's off. Still on the bottom of it just a little bit. Ah, crap. I got it all over my hand, too. How did I do that? I must have picked up a glob here and talking about Street Humans, get myself all screwed up here. Yeah, Dark. No. That's a big Anakin Skywalker. No. All right. I think I'm good. I think it's good. Fine. It's fine. It's back to being all red. Okay. Nick Cage. My eyes. The bees. 4%. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna give this a little. Oh wait. Let's use some of this. Smaller brush. Mm-hmm. There we go. There we go. Let's go. There we go. The kids sound so cute over there. I don't know exactly what they're doing over there, but it sounds cute. Oh. I have another live stream coming up this Thursday. Whatnot, where you can get this very Spider-Man right here. It's come through on Whatnot, and I may have. From the thumbnail, it looks like you're working with Testors. Good choice, but I'd recommend the joints having light coats. Testors has chipped on me. Thank you so much, Ray. Yeah, I mean, it's worked out okay for me on this one. I've had, I try not to go too hard on the joints for sure, but for whatever reason, I had good luck with the joints on this one right here, and my joints are a-okay. Been pretty good, very lucky with this particular paint. Oh my gosh, I get some more on this side. I gotta get this. I gotta get some gloves on. I had a whole glob of paint on my right hand right here, so I was just spreading it everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands, get some gloves. Jeez. Be right back. Yeah, I just got some paint on here. Alright. I should have started with the Ravens right at the very beginning. I did it last time with the gloves on, so that's just me being a fool. There you go. I have no excuse. Just me being a fool. But yes, thank you. Oh, I couldn't highlight the super chat, Ray, but thank you so much. I was able to read it because I have this thing going on right over here. All right. DBZ Toxin, thank you. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. Peter Parker was a maniac of Pink Floyd. Rainbow. Oh, okay. I don't remember him mentioning any Pink Floyd, but maybe I missed that issue. So, guys, you like Spider-Man War? Nick Cage, you're not Spider-Man War. That's funny. Oh yeah, I got to do this too. There we go. How did I just do that again? How did I just do this again? No, no. Oh my god, I'm so irritated. I didn't realize that whole time that the other foot got redunked in blue paint. Now it's kind of settled on there a little bit more. So it looks freaking weird. Jeez. Well, so one of a kind. I recommend changing the feet out on this thing anyway. But still, I'm kind of... that wasn't there on purpose, so I'm irritated. I'm trying to get just some water. I'll have to try to touch that up maybe with some acetone. Get in there in between. But all right, here we go. I'm trying to get the knee joints wrapped up here. And lightly. Like Ray was saying, you don't want to go too hard or else it will come off. This is still too wet. But if you get just enough on there, it'll be fine. Like you don't have to worry about it. Rub it. I don't have to sand it down or anything. Now that is the conventional way of doing this. You want to sand down joints. Like if you want your top-notch customizers like Pounds 978, yeah, they're gonna sand down the joints, get it all super duper pristine. But that's why there's people like Pounds 978, and then there's people like me. You have your people that got the skills, and then you got the people that wish they had the skills. So that's it's just me trying my best over here, or trying the best for what I want. If I wanted to try my best, I would actually like sculpt something. Which I did take a sculpting class before, and I sculpted some Crimson Dynamo pieces way back in the day. Joe Capone might remember that. Mr. Joe Capone might remember that. It's way back. Too much paint. But this is kind of nice doing the live stream like this where I can't see your guys' chat anymore because my wife's laptop died, or the iPad died. But yeah. Yep, Joe remembers. I still have that thing around somewhere, even though I never dried it out. Still malleable. Okay. So yeah, this will be available on Whatnot this Thursday. Just to remind you guys, this is when you guys would be able to bid on if you wanted it. And I figured since I don't have my laptop, might as well, make lemonade out of lemons and do a live stream painting this guy. So all your support, your viewership, you guys sharing the live stream, you guys throwing in your super chats, all that stuff really means a lot. All of it. All of it. Ooh, man. Getting some butt paint on here. That could be like... that's one that could be taken out of context. Or maybe not. I don't know. For days I've had like one of those Transformers / GI Joe songs stuck in my head. One of those background songs that they always have. The one I've had stuck in my head is the one that just goes did it, did it, did it, did it, did it, did it. Ooh, Spider Sammy stop motion. Thank you. I did it. I finally finished my X-Men and Avengers stop motion. I am free, and thank you for subbing to my channel, Shartimus. Oh yeah, man. Check out his stuff, dude. He's got really, really good stop motion over there. Really well done. And thank you, Spidey Sammy. Thank you too. Good stuff with the animation. The animation. That's what I was trying to say. Animation, stop motion with the stop animation. I can talk good. Now, some of the parts that are red, I'm really trying to get more so. I regret not mentioning in my little Franklin Richards video about the hole inside the arm still. That wasn't something that I actually totally overlooked, but I did forget to mention in the video. That stuff happens. Oh, man. Tricky. Yeah. Woo! Getting those joints. Tough stuff. Let's check out the chat. Found the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man at my comic shop. He lives up to the name. Amazing. Yeah, really good figure. I think this might be my preferred one out of this one and the Renew Your Vows. I was leaning more towards Renew Your Vows for a very long time. But I'm learning now, or one thing that I've accepted, is that the issues that I have with Renew Your Vows, I can't fix nearly as easy as I can with the first appearance Spider-Man. Like,
Alright, hold on.
so
I gotta get up and get over there.
why did you say hold on? Sorry. I'm focusing on what I'm doing right now. Don't want to screw it up. I gotta use a smaller brush. Alright. And get more of that blue paint on there. Sorry, you guys. It's kind of hard to talk and do this stuff at the same time without just, screwing it up. But I will be keeping an eye on the chat in a second, so just give me one moment. Don't put too much. My brother was actually on my last live stream, and my brother could not get over how I was not responding to his messages in the chat. He's like, dude, you don't even look at your chat. What the hell, man? I was on your live stream. You never responded to me. I was like, dude, look, in all honesty, I thought I was doing a pretty good job of reading the chat, But apparently he'd written all this stuff and I wasn't responding to any of it. Oh, you know what I just thought of right now? Because he may have been talking a bunch of shit. It may have automatically filtered out his comments, like the YouTube, you know, like the comment checker may have thought of him as a troll. Probably may have blocked his comments. I'd have to go back and see though for sure. I don't really know if that's what happened. But yeah, somebody's just coming onto the chat and they're just talking shit, throwing curse words. I think it's just gonna get automatically I won't see it. I love that my youngest loves watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay. Hey, Nina, can you turn it down just a little bit? I think it's gonna. I don't want it to get flagged. I want to get copyright strike. Could you believe that, Nina? If I get a copyright strike for Ninja Turtles in the background?
Oh, I was not all the way in the living room. Emma turned on the TV.
Oh
I
yeah.
just turned it down.
Thank you.
I did everything I could.
Yeah, I'm just saying that would be hella funny if I got a copyright strike for the kids just playing TV show in the background. Or that was Emma playing it. I thought it was Mila.
Emma just turned on Netflix, and that was the first thing that showed on top of the.
That's scary, man. Kids turn on Netflix on their own. Oh man. Oh man. Kids also love Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic movies, which I actually love also. So that's really cool. And Charlita one likes them also. What was it? The People versus Machines? What's the name of that new one, Nina?
They've probably watched that like 20 times by now. The Mitchells versus the Machines.
The Mitchells versus the Machines. That is legit funny. That shit is comedy. If you got kids, that's one of those perfect ones for the adults while the kids are just happily enjoying their kids' movie. But it's like all low key about the adults. Highly recommend that one. That's a funny movie. Okay, I might have to use the other brush. I might not. I'll see. Ah, that's a good movie. Monkey Head Jaden knows. Have you tried the new Sonic Netflix show? I would like to. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I'd like to see the new Netflix show. I remember as a kid I watched the freaking Sonic cartoon. Man, I'm gonna have to fix those feet. I'm glad it's the feet though. That's the worst part of the figure. Should have had double jointed toes on this thing, man. I don't get that excuse. Well, we didn't, we just rolled out double jointed toes and we only wanted to try it on, a certain figure before we put it on a whole bunch of figures, just to see how it goes because we know how it turned out. So I was like, what? So you think your toes suck? And what are you trying to tell me, man? So you guys didn't really feel that good about them? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. So you're trying to tell me your own toes, you're scared of being no good. That one weirds me out a little bit. I don't know how much I buy that answer. That's all. All right. Um, yeah, I'm gonna need to use the other brush. That is not working out as smooth as I was hoping over there, but that's okay. I could get the back of the arm right here. And I don't know if it's most people that customize this way that start with the limbs and then move inward, but I personally feel like that's a good way to go. For for the reason of it just kind of like being a good way to kind of fix or change what you're doing as you're doing it. If you've got the middle of your figure all painted, that's going to be a tricky one to go back on, as opposed to like fixing one leg or one arm that doesn't look the way you want it to. Ooh, we're at 4 o'clock right now. I was expecting the live stream to be about an hour long, so I don't know if I'm going to finish this whole thing today, but we'll see how long we go. I gotta check my phone to see, because my brother was gonna come over and hang out. We're gonna play some Smash Brothers, I think. I'm not sure. Okay. Man, that's one thing Solid Snake taught me, was to constantly make sure that you keep the paint from drying on your bristles, because then your paintbrush isn't going to be able to do its job. Oh, God. I've never had so many little paint blunders like that. Never. I think it's just for me trying to do more than one thing at a time. But I've never like had globs of paint on red portions of a figure before, or anything like that. I've never made it's just probably a different game live streaming, I guess. I don't know. But I will try to get everything off here that's not supposed to be on here with acetone at some point, because I'm probably going to have to. Oh, I took off so much blue paint that I just put on there too. Damn. What the Babu frick? How do I do that? How? I've never done that before. God, I'm so frustrated. It's like akin to the feeling of you go to open a door, and instead of just opening the door, you just hit yourself on the head with the edge of the door as you're opening it. Like, what? Like, when does that ever happen to me? Like, when did I ever open a door like that where I just smack myself on the head? Like, that's how it feels like. Oh. Moving on. Let's see. I like how buff Spider-Man was during the 90s comics. Yeah, I do like that too. That's why I was preferring the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man for a while there. Which, God, I still really love that figure. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like there's a little bit more with this particular figure here. I think it fits in with other characters a little bit better, especially after now having that Daredevil on the Renew Your Vows body. Makes me want this one in my 616 display if I had to pick one Spider-Man. That's basically what I'm getting at. Or if I had to just choose between those two. I need to get a hold of David. I need to get a hold of my brother. Hold on a second, you guys. Hey, hold on a second, you guys. ShartimusPrime here. Gonna see if I could use my phone. Let's see if I can use my phone. Hey. Actually, let me ask. Hey, Nina, can you text David to see if he's coming over? Thank you. Laundry's done. All right. Oh, Ray, if I don't see your chat, when using acetone, make sure you have a water and Q-tip ready and wipe away the acetone if it doesn't stay on the plastic and eat away at it. Oh, I feel you. Right on, Ray. Thank you, man. Yeah, definitely gonna handle that with care for sure. Be very careful with that. Thank you. Oh, and I have this just sitting in there. It's not good. Move this out of the way. Yeah, if you could tell them I can't use my phone because of the stream. Trying to get those fine touches on here. What an interesting superhero design.
I think he's confused. Sorry.
What happened?
He just said you can go over there if you're gonna pick him up to go to the movie.
Oh, can you
I'll tell him.
have him call me? Or I mean, can you call him?
Hold on, I'm gonna tell him.
Or you could tell him what you and I talked about too. All right. Almost have the arms done. Almost. Mm-hmm. Getting all the crevasses. Okay, I do need to get this a bit with the hair dryer. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Some of the parts and the joints look a little bit. Oh, we gotta do that thing with the van out in Richmond tomorrow.
Okay.
Crap, that's gonna be hella fun. Recall notice on my van. I have to get an inspection. All right, I'm gonna go put some air on this thing for right now. Help things bond to the plastic. I have a hair dryer in the garage. You're probably gonna hear it. All right. That wasn't too long. All right. There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's coming along. Just really have touch-ups in the torso to take care of. But the bulk of the tricky part's kind of done, I think. Okay. So let's get started on the harder part. Let's start on the harder part. We'll start with the back right here. Thank you, Nick Cage. Glad you're digging it. Glad you're digging it, man. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here. Too much paint. Focused. 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 Mm-hmm. Oh, I just have one little hair on this thing. It's kind of like sticking out from the rest. There it goes. Those spider legs. Both of these kids are going to get cookies. Oh my gosh. Hard. I hope you guys could see everything that's going on here. It's kind of tricky to pick up on. Well, it's tricky for me to see what you guys can see. That's because I have to keep my eyes on what I'm doing here. So is he coming through? Mila, give mommy 1 second, okay? Whoa, this is coming across pretty good so far. Starting to come through. Really tricky just playing don't cross the line. Let's get the brush under some water. Got to remember to do that frequently. All right. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me, you know. But yeah, you'll find a link in the comment in the description to my Whatnot page. And if you follow me over there, you'll get a notification about the show this Thursday where I'll be auctioning off this very Spider-Man and doing a drawing for a giveaway for a HasLab Galactus, a brand new HasLab Galactus, courtesy of Whatnot. And this YouTube channel in a more roundabout way. I'm the ambassador of the giveaway, I guess. I'm hosting the giveaway. Oh God. Almost got all the spider legs done. So what's up with David? Oh, okay, cool. So he'll be here at 5:30? Oh, maybe I can get him a burger. Woo! All right. That part is done. So there's the spider logo on the back. I can get the bigger parts done with the bigger brush, which this brush has taken quite a beating today. Talk about your dry brushing brush. Mm-hmm. But now I can get these big old chunks painted here without having to stress out. Ooh, there's still parts of the spider logo that need touching up. Mm. Okay. Then get the edges along the arm. Right there. All right, then bring this brush back. Might need to change that water soon. But trying to get that paint all the way through there. One thing I do is that once everything's dried, I'll go through the joints again and do like a whole other. I'll take several passes at the joints after things have dried up so that I can get the different all the different spots. So I have to like give the paint a chance to dry over those portions before I start digging in to the different parts of the joint. A little much right there, Russ. Little too much. Little too much, bro. Get that. Get some on the other side here too. That extra paint that I put on. There we go. Not looking bad. Let's get that butterfly joint a little bit more exposed. There we go. And I could touch up those edges later on, the finer brush. But we mostly have a Spider-Man figure. We're like 80% of the way there, I think. Something like that. Something around 80%, maybe 75% of the way there. Pretty definitely closer to finished than not finished. Mm-hmm. You guys might also see me on Twitch soon. I got a new headset. Oh. Okay, I think I got that. Ah, jeez. Okay, give it a second here. Hands are cramping up a little bit. Super glue point paint rub trick. Super glue paint rub. Oh, yeah, hands cramping. All right, let's take a look at the chat over here. A lot of you guys can't wait for the before and after pics. I'll take. Just sitting down to do a little customizing myself. Nice. Collector Express. Nice. Yeah. Since you have acetone, did you ever fix those paint blemishes on an MP44 Optimus Prime? I don't think I would be able to. I think it was a loss of paint more than paint added on where it wasn't wanted. So acetone won't help me with that. No, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna do a matte spray over it. I mean, I guess I do have a sealer I might use, but I'm not gonna mess with the formula that I have in place. So it's going to be very sticking to that figure, how that figure came out. So didn't have anything with that. So, and I've been playing around with this a lot for a while. So it's not like it's one of those things where I aim this for being the most delicate custom ever. It's just that I haven't needed to do any of that. If I don't need to do those extra steps, then I'm not going to do them if I don't have to. Especially if I don't want to. And trust me, I don't want to. I mean, I think those are good steps to have, especially for accomplished customizers and stuff like that. I think that's good standard practice. I am not your average customizer, though. Wow, it looks almost done. It looks so close. But I'm going to go ahead with the finer brush and get all the smaller bits in there. I have spent this holiday season cleaning up my dork room. My collection is looking sick with the added pieces. Thank you to all of you who watched my Spider-Man collection video. I appreciate that. And I did touch up other shelves. I've added characters to my X-Men shelf. And the Fantastic Four shelf is getting reworked, especially with the Galactus being moved or switched. So that's interesting. That's pretty cool for the dork room. Made changes to my MCU shelf. And I touched up my Wolverine section. So I got my Reavers cleaned up again. Made appropriate changes over there. And the Fantastic Four shelf / Cosmic Beings shelf is really getting the biggest makeover right now, I think. Probably the Marvel Knights shelf too, because I'm swapping stuff around over there. Also, I'm definitely getting the new Elektra and the new Daredevil up on that Marvel Knights shelf. So that's being updated. And you guys saw what I did to the Spider-Man ceiling. Call it a shelf, but I want to call it a shelf, but yeah. But yeah, I'm lucky I'm able to do this because my computer is busted. Once again, just to remind you guys, my computer is busted. I have a corrupt hard drive. And I can't make videos in the traditional sense. So doing a live stream like this is helping me out a lot. And if you see more live streams than usual this week, just know that I'm doing the best I can to get my reviews back in order. It hurts me not being able to post reviews. So I appreciate you guys coming here, hanging out, giving the channel some love. Like right now is one of those times where just showing up to a live stream can go a long way. So I do appreciate it. Great. Missing some paint right there. All right. Oh, it's looking good. I'm liking it so far. So a little unwanted smearage of blue over my red again. I don't know how I think it's on. I'd never make that mistake, man. Like if I do, it's just like once in a while, but never like even within the same session. Like I may do it like once in one session. I just think I'm just chatting on the while doing this kind of distracts me a little bit and my attention. I drop my focus a little bit and accidentally bump into this or that. But all right, woo! Liking it so far. Okay, you guys. I think that's going to be a wrap for about now on this thing because I need the paint to dry a bit before I get into more creases and start moving parts around more. Yeah, I think I got the spots that I need to get. That looks pretty good to me though. I'm pretty stoked off of that. See how it looks with the limbs or the hands and the head attached. So I'll go ahead and get the gloves off right now. So in case there's paint on the gloves that I couldn't see, I don't accidentally smear it onto the figures. That's why I'm doing it like that. And then I'll bend the elbows, get in those elbow joints, get those butterfly joints. I'll move stuff around. I'll come back at this in a little while. But yeah, let's see if I can get that. Mm. Mm. See if I could be clever, put the head on backwards and then rotate it. There you go. There we go. Don't have the best leverage by holding it right here, but you can see what I'm trying to avoid doing. And there we go. Oh no, little splotch of blue right here. I'll have to rub off later, but that's my Spider-Man for right now. And it looks pretty close to this Spider-Man. Now I know you could buy your first appearance Spider-Man, get your 3-packs Amazing Friends Spider-Man, but this definitely has more of that Toy Biz dry brushed look to it that I really like a lot, and this is looking really good. So yeah, if you want to bid on this, it will be up on Whatnot this Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And giving away HasLab Galactus as well. So I hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much. Isn't the Amazing Friends 3-pack the same as what you're doing? Almost. But this, oh, I just explained it, right? You heard what I just said. You probably wrote that at the same time as I was saying it. But it's not going to look just like this. This has more of a dirty, dry brush look to it, reminiscent of Toy Biz days. So, but yeah, you could also just get that figure if you wanted to. But that's not the point. This is a unique piece right over here. So, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much. See if there's anything I didn't cover. Stream over here. Oop. Looks better than the Amazing Friends Spidey, not gonna lie. Thank you, Panda. Things a lot, can't wait. And I'll be able to compare later on. No mistakes, show only happy accidents. Yeah. Thank you, Joe. Says nice. Do you use just Apple Barrel acrylic paints? Apple Barrel, these are Testors acrylic paints. Apple Barrel. Is this supposed to be an insult? I don't know. Look like the 3-pack Spider-Man. Yep. Just got here. What's up, Sharon? How's it going? Looks good so far. Yeah, man. On a Hebrew flex I like it. I'm not a customizer, but I'm satisfied. I have a anti-venom with all the way back at the paint because it was just awful because I've had it for so long. So a couple months ago, gave it an entire new repaint on the white and black sections. Ah, nice. There you go. What paint do you use? These are Testors acrylics. All right. All right, you guys. So again, yeah, these are called Testors acrylics. Do not get the enamel paints because they look like this, but they're enamel and they're very bad for your figures. So don't get that. You can also get pure cane sugar over there, popcorn, Cheerios, boxes of bread. Get all kinds of stuff like that. But the paint rub is tricky. You have to put like a delicate amount of the paint on the joints. There's several ways of doing it. I don't recommend using me as a guide for any of this stuff. Like, I'm like the drum teacher that never took a drum lesson in his life. Like, there's like, you could take ideas from what I do and try to learn from what I do, but I don't want to be the one to try to give you any kind of academic expertise behind it because I don't have that kind of expertise behind it, but it looks cool. So there we go. Hope you guys all had. I'm going to touch this up more, of course, as it dries. I'm going to come back to it, but hope you guys all had happy holidays and everything once again. And I had a great time. And stay tuned. I may have another live stream tomorrow if my computer still isn't fixed. So we'll see. I may just be streaming it day after day. Every day, a new stream with ShartimusPrime. And as soon as I said that, 50 people left the room. No, that didn't happen. But, hey, I'm doing my best to get the stuff situated with my laptop. It's very frustrating. And sooner than later, hopefully I have my reviews. But I recorded my Hot Rod review, recorded my Red Hulk review, and so more to come. So stay tuned, you guys. And thank you so much for watching and hanging out, and I will catch you later. Peace.